Awesome. Hello, YouTube. Everyone in the world, how you doing? Uh, Today, nice combed hair, even though it always looks messy and frizzy. Finally, finally today on the iPhone 13 launch day, September 14th, has the PS5 officially launched. 10 months later, officially. I know Sony fanboys gonna be really pissed. I like pissing off fanboys anyway. Uh, Finally, so today the M.2, actually no, it's tomorrow. Today is the announcement that tomorrow there will be an update that the last system updates beta will be open to everyone. You can finally put in your M.2 SSD. As a personal story, I uh, I saw all the videos that came out that day around the beta coming out, and I did not know that it was beta. I just saw videos going, the M.2 SSD on that PS5 is unlocked. Here's which ones work. So I ordered one. I was like, okay, cool. I'll make a whole video about it. I took pictures, how to install it and everything. Really simple from a very, I'm doing it in my bedroom. I don't have a huge studio. So it's like, if I can do it, you can do it. There's no reasons why you can't. And I found out through the beta. So my SSD doesn't, couldn't work. And until then, I've been on like hiatus with my PS5 because I'm just like, I have things that I want to take off of there onto the new SSD. I have things that I just can't play off of the hard drive that I have. I'm losing space on the actual internal. And lo and behold, here we go. It's finally unlocked. It's finally here. So I want to talk a little bit about the fan perception here as well, because there's some like little misconceptions and everything that's going on. Okay, so this is just from Polygon. No, do not use them as your primary news source. Okay, most of the stuff I see just has to be from like video cards. Uh, um, Other than the official Sony, is where I got the full confirmation this morning. There's some other website that's okay to use, but this is just for like I wanted to see the comments on a couple of other news threads about this. They're finally unlocking it. Yay! They're going through the details a little bit. Ooh, okay. There's some other improvements too with the 3D audio, the PS Remote app, whatever. Doesn't the SSD is the most important part. So I want to put like there's a little bit of uh, fan fanboy kind of misunderstandings here. It's not even internal fighting here. So there's one guy who puts it as was it Ken's Kazeni? Yeah, I'd still I so they're talking about like because on here they're saying that I think it's the name of the no, it's not the name. It's somewhere in here where they have this line. Uh, Only M.2s that meet Sony's specific requirements on the performance and size will be compatible, and even then, Sony says they might not work with the console. That depends solely on the specific M.2 SSD. You shouldn't be testing a new one if you haven't seen a video or somebody else saying that they've already tested it. I'm gonna move this over actually, so that we can yeah, so you guys can see it because my ugly mug might be covering up. And then you have some, you know, you had one job. I think this person's bitching about Polygon. Um, yeah, Minaj talking about like it's a bit ridiculous, sure, but then why Microsoft wants you to buy their own. Um, so first off, Microsoft didn't make their proprietary to lose confusion for the fans. They did not do that for the ease of the fans. Otherwise, they wouldn't have called their last gen consoles the One, the One S, the One X, and then this the Series S, Series X. It just confuses people who are not constantly updated on everything. It's very easily confusable. I cannot talk about Microsoft's consoles without a slip of the tongue at some point. So they did not do that for the ease of consumers. They did that to have a proprietary source where you can't go anywhere but them, and most important part, and they can make more money off of it, especially internally. Sony did it, I'm guessing, as a backlash to the bullshit they've done before like this, PSP, PS Vita, that was not highly receptible by fans. So, or highly receptive to fans. So, uh, that's a reason why. The other thing here, um, somebody here, yeah, it's KZenny, talked about I take a dozen known to work perfectly fine options rather than one proprietary option. This I actually agree with. I fully agree with you as the consumer having as many choices as possible when it comes to whatever the fuck thing you've bought and you owned. Sony doesn't owe this anymore. I didn't buy a payment plan. I don't have it through the Xbox, the Microsoft, whatever their 24-month plan is with Game Pass and everything. I don't have it through that. Console's not somebody else's. Console's mine. So I should be able to have as many options as possible doing with it whatever the fuck I want. As long as the company doesn't specifically say you can't do that or it violates some user agreement or whatever, or hey, you can do that and you can try to mod it, but warranty voided, whatever. So, Amiral, Patate, whatever. Who cares what their names are? As far as I can tell, they're not offering that. They're just publishing specs to say you figure out maybe it'll work. And there's more people who just go on and talk about it. Here's the thing. Big PSA for these M.2s. Do not buy an M.2 unless you have that specific model, that specific drive is tested, checked, verified by other YouTubers, other people on YouTube in general. Don't have to be YouTubers, just be some schmuck who just does benchmarks or SSD reviews, whatever. If it's not already checked, don't take the chance. Don't take the chance. You want to know that you're spending $100+ on a storage expansion and it's going to work out in addition to you having to install it yourself and whatever. Okay? Do not do that. Okay, that's the difference in having a proprietary option. Not, do you want to spend $230 minimum only price for a terabyte? Is it nice to have a little bit of wiggle room? I bought mine, I think it's like 150. By the time I added the heatsink, it was like 160, 162. And when I'm done with that, if I don't need that one anymore, or if I upgrade to say a 2 terabyte down the road when it comes a lot cheaper, that goes straight into my computer. And it's a faster SSD than anything that's in my computer. Whoop-de-doo. Yay. Reusable. I'll take that option. But if you're going to buy one, do not just buy it and go. And I know some of these can be confusing for people who aren't really versed in SSDs. I bought the wrong one. I tried getting a what I got. Gigabyte Aorus. There's a Gen 4 NVMe SSD, and there is a Gen 4 Pro. The Pro is the one that works with that. I mistakenly clicked the non-Pro. I thought it was the Pro. I got it. I got the package, and I went, oh, fuck. Had to go return it. I got credit on Amazon from when I got it, and I got the other one pretty cheap, too. It really wasn't much of a price difference either. I got it on a sale. I didn't get the original one on a sale. I got the Pro one on a sale. It's like I said, it was like around 150-ish, I think. I think it was like after taxes, too. For a terabyte, by the way. Just don't be a hero. It's just dumb. It's a stupid decision. So don't do it. The other thing, what was the other thing they talked about here? Oh yeah, as far as I can tell, they're not offering that. So the thing is, Sony is not going to go telling you because other people talk about it down here. Sony is not going to tell you specifically which ones to use. Mark Cerny didn't say here's the only one that works best. He said this is my favorite. There are a bunch that work. You have to check the specs, check the company, check reviews of people who are already trying them out. That's why this was in a beta for like what was it, like a month and a half, 2 months. This is why, because if you just released it, people will be like, oh, Amazon PS5 NVMe SSD M.2. If you want to put it in there. Out of the top 5 options, I am sure Out of the top 5 options, there's at least one there that doesn't work. Amazon doesn't know. So, in order to stop that confusion or at least slow it down a little bit, this was their solution. Do I think it's great that it was hauled off for so long? No. Was there enough games, honestly, to fill up your SSD if you weren't buying every single one that came out for PS5? No. I've Kenna coming out next week, or 2 weeks from now. I didn't need the NVMe SSD for that. It's cool, great. I can transfer everything off and I start managing all the downloads and everything. Yay. It didn't matter for Kenna. It's going to matter going forward. I'm not getting Deathloop yet. Maybe sometime down the road. I don't know if I'm getting for a PC, though. So this is why it was held off for so long, so that there wasn't as much confusion. Now you can just go on YouTube, look on either your specific NVMe that you're looking at, or if you don't know, go check all the reviews. Bunch of people have already done them. I'll try to link some down in the description box below too. Ones that I looked at. There's tons of channels, big and small, who have tried it already, tested speeds, tested downloads in between, transferring data between the internal and external in this. Try different heat sinks. They can explain heat sinks to you, so you can know exactly which one to get or what type to get. Internal temperatures, the whole 9 fucking yards. They did it. All of it's there. So of course the company's not going to come out because they're going to say use any M.2 Gen 4 NVMe. Who the fuck? That's a big red flag. Then now they're responsible for if you, the dumbass, gets the wrong one. And they're not responsible. They're responsible for not coming out earlier and taking their sweet ass fucking time. But hey, it's out. It's here now. Yay! Congratulations. This is great. This is great. It's finally a real console. 100% all the way. And with more games actually coming out for it now, there's an actual usage for it as well. So that's it. Congratulations to everyone who has a PS5 or will be getting a PS5 or plans to get a PS5 in the near future. Congratulations. You have a real console starting tomorrow. Not today. Or maybe this will come up tomorrow. Whatever. On 9/15/2021, it's a real console.